Okay, so in this video, we're going to be baking this well, you can see. And yeah, it should be a really fun project. So I'm going to show you what my code looks like. You might be like, oh, super intimidating. It's not, it's really easy. You're going to see how easy it is. So all we really have is, I can show you what we have right here. All we really have is these three pieces of really easy code, and then some slightly harder code, but you can see these are almost the exact same. Almost the exact same. So let's take a look and see how we can build this from scratch so that you can also do the same thing. So the first thing we're going to do is type in a well. Let's do that. Okay, so I'm going to type in well right here. There we go. You can see that it's made a roof and it's made the hole for the well. Now, I don't need you to understand what's happening here. I just need you to be able to do this. And the next thing we're going to be doing is bringing our agent here and building our column, like so. How do we do that? Well, all I did for this was to give the agent a block and to move up by 4. And I think you guys already know how to do that because you've done it so many times before. You did it last lesson and you did it over here, but this time you're doing it upwards and downwards, right? So the code for that looks like this in block coding. And it also looks like this. Where are we? Right here, column. You see, all I done was give my agent some stone bricks, place and move true, and then move up by 4. Now, I want you to do the same thing everywhere here. I'm just gonna place blocks like so, just because it's a little bit quicker. And yeah, I don't need to code again, because I've already coded. I was the one who planned this lesson. But when you do this, if I see you doing what I'm doing right now, I will be making you do it again. So please don't do what I'm doing right now. This is just because I don't want the video to be an extra 3 minutes where I can just do this in about 30 seconds and have it all done. But I will give you one example though, so you can see how we do it. Just so you can have another example. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. So yes, like I said, how did we just do what I did where I just made that column that goes up by 4? So all you're going to do is go to every single block on the outside of the well when you go inside. And an example is like right here. This is another example right there. Another example is right there. You go to the very bottom, type in RL, type in column, make sure you said place or move on and go up. You can see it now builds a column exactly like this. Now, what's next? Well, we have to give our well some support using these tough walls. But we can't do it this way because actually tough walls can't be built from the ground upward. They have to be built from the top downwards. So let's actually take a look at that. Now I'm gonna do something here just so you can see super simply what I'm doing. Okay, there we go. Now if I go to Python like so, okay, I wonder if that gets rid of it. No, it doesn't. Okay, good. So you can see where I have the post code, which is going to be somewhere. Where do we have post? Right here. There we are. What have we done? We've given our agent place on move true. Sorry, place on move false, which is really important. Then basically what this does is this resets it between each time you build, so that it doesn't accidentally place when you don't want it to place the next time you do something, right? So we're just making sure that it's off because we want the starting thing to be off. Then we're going to destroy a block down and then move down and then set place on move to be true. So let's bring our agent right here to the top, which is where we need to be. RL. Type in post. Good. You can see that now my agent's in a great position to be able to move down, right? So how do we move down? Well, all we're going to do is we're going to say agent.set item to oak. I think it's oak planks. Is it oak? Planks. Dark. Oak. I think it is. There we go. Good. Okay. And then we're going to say agent.move down by 1. Okay. So let's try that out. Okay. So we're going to bring our agent back here. We're going to fill this in again, just so we have a block to fill in. Type in RL, type in post. He breaks it. Okay, great. And now it refills the wall. Okay, so what do we do now? Well, we need to go down by 1, 2, 3, okay, because we need to go, okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3. That's what we need to do. But we need to give the agent a tough wall. So how do we do that? Well, we're going to say agent set item. We can just copy and paste this. Agent set item. This time it's going to be tough wall, like so. And we're going to go down by, like I said, 3. Now, some of you might realize that there's going to be a mistake. There's going to be something that happens that isn't what we want. Let's go here. Type in RL. Type in post 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, look at that. You see the agent can't build the final post. Why? Because he's gone down by 1, he's gone by 2, and then he can't actually go further now because there's something in the way. So instead of saying go down by 3, we go down by 2, and then we can just move forward, which is way easier. So we'll say go down by 2, and I'll show you what that looks like. RL, post. And now we can say go forward, right? So we'll say agent move forward by 1. By 1, good. So we'll do the same thing. RL, post. Okay, great. You can see when he moves forward, he places the last block. And that's all we're doing, right? So I'm going to fill these in just so we can carry on to the next part of the lesson. But yeah, you guys should be doing it in the correct way. Don't do what I'm doing. There we go. Ooh, there we go. Wonderful. Good. Now the next part is going to be right in the center, which is, this is the center point. The center. So we're going to go here, type in RL. And we want to place a chain and a cauldron. You can see just like this. How do we do that? Well, it's the exact same code as before. And you can see that these are very similar, right? Look how similar these two are. Almost the exact same. What's the difference? Well, instead of moving down by 2, we're moving down by 1, and then giving the agent a cauldron, and then moving down by 1 again. So it's the same distance, but this time we're giving a chain, then a cauldron, and we're not moving forward. Right, that's all we're doing. So you can type that in, or you can code that in. Let's look right here. You can see we have post, which is what we've just done. We have bucket, which is what we're going to be doing now. So I'm going to show you how we can get our post to be the same as the bucket, or how to change this piece of code so that it actually places the cauldron and the chain. Okay, so look at this. Place on move false. It moves down after it destroys something, so now it's level with the roof. Then we're going to place move on true, or rather place on move true, go down again. So now it's 1 level below the roof. And now we're also going to say, yeah, this is 1 level below the roof. Give the agent chain, move down by, you can say 2. Let's leave it at 2, why not? And then we don't need to move forward, right? But we do need to give our agent a cauldron. As a matter of fact, let me actually show you what this does first before I do that. So we'll type in bucket. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, there we go. Take a look at that. Now, there's one more thing remaining, which is the cauldron, and we're going to do that right now. So we're going to say agent.set item to cauldron. And then we're going to say agent.move down by 1. Okay, ooh, that's not what we want. By down. There we go. Press play and type in bucket. Oh, we need to actually get rid of the chain first. So let's get rid of the chains. Okay, go up again right here. RL, and then go type in bucket. Okay, there we go. 1, 2, cauldron. Great, amazing. Now this is perfect. The last thing we're going to be doing is getting some water, and you can do this manually. I don't need to you to do this with code. You can put water in the bucket if you want to. There we go. You can see there's water in the bucket now, and then just place water inside, like so that your well is full of water. There we go. Be careful though, because you don't want to place water outside the well. Great. And that's everything. That's the well done. So if you can understand how to do this, then you can definitely do this. And if you can do what we did last week, where we placed blocks like this, we made some bridges too, then you can also definitely understand how to make the farm. So that's everything for this week's homework, and I'll see you guys again in the next video. Goodbye.